What's up, family? You're tuned in to Real Last Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chat tonight. It is Thursday night. You done made it through the whole week with us, all brand new shows, and we appreciate the love, man. Make sure you're following us. Make sure you're subscribing. And hit us up with the comments. Send us messages. We love giving you shout outs, man. Join the virtual studio with my comedy family. I'm going to give the guy our eighth string comedy. I can't even, it's like a tongue twister. Our eighth string comedy host is in the building with us.
The water
boy. Calix Page, aka DJ Calix, aka my dog, Mr. Chris Alexander. How you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing good today. Not better than I was yesterday. If I can say this, my son was messing with me. He went, "Hey, Dad, I think you have some lint in your." Never mind. And that was tore up yesterday.
Lint in what?
My hair. I had gray hair. Never mind.
Okay, but you gotta you didn't explain. See, this how jokes work. You say,
let's start it over.
Okay, now Jeff is
joke
here.
a little bit.
So you said my son comes to me and said, "Dad, I think you got some lint," and then he pulls the lint, but you don't tell us where he pulled the lint from.
Okay.
I know. You know what I'm saying? So I
messed it up. I'm on the radio.
I'm sitting in the living room. My son coming up
messing with my hair.
Messing with my hair. Dad, you got a lot of lint in your hair. Boy, and then you say, my hair gray. That's not lint. Dad, you know what I'm saying? You didn't tell us it was your hair.
Not gray. Okay.
Damn, it's not gray. You really appreciate I showed up one night.
Yeah. But
thank God Kaufman showed up.
Thank God Kaufman here. But I get what you're doing. It's actually a good concept that he came and he was messing with you, because if you see Chris with his hat off, he got the little trying to grow some cornrows up there. So that's kind of like I get it.
Pop out.
No, I actually got it cut now, so I don't have the no more.
So but you got to let us know they pulling at your hair, because you was like this, because the people, until I put this on YouTube, radio people ain't gonna know what you talking about.
Right?
Do they ever?
Do they ever?
Never they do. They don't.
No, I'm still new. I'm still new at this.
All right. We're watching Mike Hurley's show.
Yeah. Also in virtual studio with us, Miguel.
I'm sorry, listeners.
But Miguel done stepped. Miguel been gone. Miguel been gone for three.
Miguel's been changing urinal cakes. Look at him.
Hey, Miguel done knocked his camera over. It's a naked girl in the back. So make sure you watch this YouTube.
They got you back, Miguel.
Oh man, sorry.
You all right, Miguel? Yeah, everything go okay?
Yeah, man. I was. Are we on right now?
Yeah. This was
okay. Yeah, so it was a
segment, this first segment of second show.
It was a bank wire transfer that I had to finish up and get through, and these guys were having problems with it, and I needed to make sure it goes through by tomorrow. So sorry about that, everybody.
Wait, now. Jeez.
No, it's for something at the Sausage Castle for a property rental that they're doing for a music video.
Bro, way more important than this free show we doing. You good?
100%. I was like, I gotta go, y'all. Hey guys, just to let you know too, I didn't say, "Hey gentlemen," I just got up and walked off.
Yo, when you see the YouTube, you're gonna see Miguel. He gave me like a thumbs up, and then he just disappeared. But with the courtesy, he texted me, "Hey dog, I'll be right back."
Yeah.
I thought he was brewing one. I didn't know he had that look.
No, because here's what I'll tell you guys right now. Here's what it is. And Jeff, you've done this with business. Everything is important to a client except paying you. And it becomes where they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. This payment was supposed to have happened on Thursday." And then honestly, on Thursday, it was a West Coast, East Coast time thing where they were like, "I'm sorry," but I said, "Okay, that's fine." Then Friday came and guy wasn't in office. Then today came and they sent half of the wire transfer. And now that miscommunication I'll give them, because the guy was like, how much is the deposit? And I sent him the deposit. He said, okay. And then I put, send this deposit here, this. So he sent half the deposit this morning. And I was like, no. And the dude, it's one of those, and Jeff, you probably had this before. The client.
Isn't a deposit, it speaks for itself. Nobody goes, "Hey, this is the deposit. Oh, I'll send half." No, the deposit is the minimum you have to put forward.
And so you've had this before, probably Jeff too, where the client's not a bad person. They're not ducking you. They're not paying attention because it's a small thing to them. They got the money. Like, this is peanuts to these people. They got the money and they're like, "Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I'll get it." But it's one of those where we need to procure some things. We need to hire some people and buy some things. So I need the deposit now so that I can start getting everything rolling. And then it is too. Sometimes these things, guys, let you know, especially like music videos like that, it's like net 30. So they'll give you a deposit and they think that they could pay you 30 days later because that's how they pay their artists. That's how they pay everything. And you gotta be like, no. Before y'all walk in, if I don't have that money that night, we don't
we
have
can't do it.
video.
Miguel, that's BS. Just
Yeah.
so you know, music business don't work like that. Artists have to be paid before they hit the stage.
Oh, Jeff, I'm gonna tell you that ain't the truth, and I know some big artists now. That ain't the truth in this, because nowadays it's not. I know some big
I know
artists.
people who don't go unless that check
because
is
wasn't it? And I don't know, God rest his soul. I don't want to speak bad on the dead, but wasn't it like true that people would send DMX their deposit or their pay, and then he wouldn't show up?
DMX was horrible for that. DMX in his contract, they tried to say if he cancels, he keeps the deposit. We were trying to get DMX for Halloween one year. And we were like, okay. And we go through everything, and I'm like, what's up with this cancellation policy that if he doesn't perform, he keeps the deposit? They were like, yeah. I was like, no, then why would he perform? He could take 10 gigs that night. Why would he?
You know
perform?
how bad? I'm telling you, I used to travel with the track artist, and I can tell you this. I would get there and they had some big dudes who go, when's your girl going on? I said, as soon as we get paid. Well, you ain't getting paid till she doesn't. And I would sit there and they would threaten my life. I said, well, the people I work for will kill me before you do. But she ain't getting on that stage unless you do this.
Yeah, boys.
Yeah.
It's a lot now because of and everything is all electronic payments now. So it's a lot now where it's like,
But you ever deal with the scam payments where they ran it on somebody's 100%. Card? Yeah, that's tough.
100%. I've had them where they try to dispute it, like just that simply. They just try to dispute it, and I'm like, no.
Well, we got to keep this thing going. That other voice you hear is Mr. Jeff Batman Kaufman from the law office of Kaufman and Lynn, and also the Under Oath podcast. So make sure you check that out. I want to get back to this deposit. For all y'all listening, comedians, don't do a Ken Miller. If they want to give you a deposit, take it.
Take it.
Because I was big on, no, I trust you. But what happens is, that show, like me and Hurley, shout out to my dog. Me and Hurley, he had a gig, and Hurley, he booked the gig. He said, Ken, I said no to the deposit. I said, Mike, that's cool. I always say no to. And guess what happened to the gig? It got canceled.
Yep. Look what happened to James. James went all the way down to Miami. And here's the guys who talk the most, the most smack, the most, oh yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be this. I need to see the check. That's the guy who's gonna come out later. Hey man, it didn't go the way we thought it would go. No, it don't work like that. My contract's my contract.
I treat it like a Chinese buffet. You pay right before you walk in.
Which is crazy because my favorite Chinese place, Szechuan, downtown Orlando.
Szechuan.
Do you know you can order your food and they don't make you pay till you get there?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was like, I've never seen that. I'm like, what Chinese place don't take that money first, bro?
Because man, they making so much off that opium on the side that they like.
Bro,
they good.
I had Szechuan. Jeff, when I came out my Daniel fast, the first thing I ate was the Mongolian beef and fried rice from Szechuan, bro, downtown Orlando. It was the first unhealthy thing I had was Chinese food.
I'm about to send you on Ken. I'm sending you a YouTube recipe on how to make Mongolian beef. It's the easiest of all, like fast Chinese recipe food. Because man, you can try all you want to make General Tso's chicken and sesame chicken. You're gonna eat it and be like, it's not there.
Dude,
but Mongolian beef and Mongolian pork, man, you're gonna make it and be like,
I don't even get to eat like that. I want to eat like that. I can't eat like that anymore, man. It sucks.
Okay, Jeff, but what's that meal at a restaurant that you love that you actually made and it came out and you're like, okay, it's either close or better than what you had at the restaurant? And I'm gonna tell you mine. I made pasta fagioli because I love Olive Garden's pasta fagioli. And I made it.
Yeah, that's
bro. I made it and I took it to work in a slow cooker, and my coworkers ate the hell out of that pasta, bro, out of that soup. And I've tried to duplicate every recipe known to man, of in because they got copycat recipes for anything at any restaurant.
Yeah, nowadays you get on I get on YouTube copycats all the time.
That's the only thing I've ever made that I'm like, all right, this is better than Olive Gardens. So what, Jeff, Chris, Miguel, what's something that you've made that you love from a restaurant that you made at home? You felt like it was either equal to or better than what at the restaurant?
I'll start with the one that I made that's good. And like I said, I sent you the recipe. This Mongolian beef, Mongolian pork recipe from YouTube is so simple. It's the same flavors. You like this is just like takeout, mall food court, buffet, Chinese food. And you're like, this is it. And it's real simple. And there's only a couple things to it. That you're like, oh, I never thought of that. I never thought of that. Like mirin is a part of the recipe, which is like a rice wine that really adds a little bit of flavor to it. But in my entire life, since I have been 12 years old and was exposed to General Tao's chicken, I have never been able to duplicate any of the ones that are good from and I mean, I've gotten deep into it. I shop at all the Asian markets. I Google everything. I come in there and still, because a lot of times, and I'll tell you one of the reasons why, a lot of times they're like, this is my version of how they do it on TikTok. Like, okay, guys, we're going to make a General Tso's chicken just as good as takeout. First thing you're going to need is chicken thighs. You need to marinate them overnight. Done. I'm out.
Yeah.
What's
I'm gonna cook this right
you
now.
That guy works on the dough. When they're kneading dough, they're going, after 12 to 15 minutes, I ain't doing
out.
I'm doing 2 minutes, not 12 to 15.
Hey, my wife made gumbo the other I got, what was it, Chris? What holiday was it? It was something. My wife made gumbo because you came over and got some of it.
Yeah, we call that Tuesday. That's Chris coming.
That is true. My dog welcome. That's the one dog that welcome over here to just come eat with me. But Jeff, when you do the gumbo roux, you have to do that for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
30. I'm like, my wife was really, because I did it. I said it didn't come out right because I was impatient. For 30 minutes, my wife was in there stirring that roux, bro, and it came out delicious.
Nice.
But I'm with you, Miguel. If I overnight. Dog. We good.
You got 12 minutes.
Unless it's in the slow cooker.
We good. Jeff,
even
Chris,
in the slow cooker,
got?
when they're like, leave it for 10 hours in the slow cooker, I'm like, fine.
Let Jeff go.
At the high-end restaurants, they do high-end side mac and cheese. And for me, that's like I can do that. I can't cook a steak like you guys do because you guys have been using the same broiler forever.
It's got the flavor and grilling.
Yeah, there's no way you're going to get that one. I don't care how you season. Some of these places just, it's perfect. But I said I can make this mac and cheese, and I actually crush my daughter. She's like, I want some of that Dada mac and cheese. She's 19 years old, still wants that Dada mac and cheese.
Hey, Jeff, that's cool because we call them dad burgers at my house, and we've been having them for 30, 40 years. This is in my life. And I'm 43 years old, guys. Every now and then I'm like, what's up with some dad burgers? My old man pops up. He's like, you got to let me know ahead of time. I got to marinate the meat. Like
in my house,
burgers
in my house is daddy spaghetti.
Daddy spaghetti?
Mine was mac and cheese too, Jeff. My kid, and it was simple mac. I didn't give them the soul food mac and cheese. It was
5
regular
cheeses,
mac and cheese.
Minimum 5.
For them, but they was kids. For them, it was the mac and cheese and some shredded Velveeta, some little bit of milk, salt, and pepper. And they was like, they would tell my people, my daddy make the best mac and cheese. No. My wife makes sweetie pies, the soul food lady sweetie pies. But what is Sam boyfriend? Sam works for Jeff Coffee.
Sam's boyfriend.
Sam boyfriend made the best mac and cheese I had ever had in my life. When my son passed away, I see you, Jeff. When my son passed away, everybody was bringing us dishes. And they brought this white mac and cheese to my house. And I said, there's no way this is going to be good. And Miguel Colon Jr., it was the best mac and cheese I'd ever had in my life.
Remember, you texted me about it.
A white boy made it.
Because Coffin, Sam texted me. She was like, hey, how's Ken doing? I said, mind your business. The streets don't talk. But she said, how's Ken doing? I said, hey, I hit it real. She said, how's Ken doing? I said, Ken who? I don't know Ken. But she said, how's Ken doing? I said, man, thank you for asking. We're all checking up, but he's real open and everything. He's doing well as he can be. She said, okay. She says, my boyfriend, who's also named Jeff, she's like, made him mac and cheese. And I said, Jeff's white? And she said, yeah. I said, damn. All right, now I got to bring up food tomorrow. But I was racist and wrong because I texted Ken, and Ken said it was the best mac and cheese he's had in his life.
Yeah, and I've been trying to duplicate it, but Chris, we'll get to yours when we come back. But we got to go to commercial break. We've been going to overtime. We've been having so much fun, but we got to go to commercial break. We'll be right back. Real Radio 104.1. Back, Real Radio 104.1. Your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Go out and follow us on social media. Real Ass, search us, follow us, subscribe, like, comment. If you comment, I promise you, we always give you a shout out for the people who comment and message us. Virtual Studio, Chris Alexander, Miguel Colon Jr., and Jeff Batman Kaufman from the law office of Kaufman and Lynn. What we going to talk about, Jeff?
Billboards.
You want to talk about billboards and commercials?
So Jeff called me today. Jeff was like, I ain't going to make it, man. I was doing commercials. I was up putting up my own billboards. I was tired, boss. And I said, all right, Jeff, it's cool, man. I love you, brother. You know, we'll get together next week. Then Jeff pops up. So Jeff has been recording commercials. Billboards are going up. Now, I know your commercials have been in the movie theaters, but I've never seen a commercial of you on TV or a commercial or a billboard out in public. Talk to us about how that process works.
You know, you have to be able to do commercials first. And commercials are tough because, you know, you got John, you got Dan, and, you know, Dan's been, both of them have been ridiculously successful. But, you know, some people want an option sometimes. And you have to be out there to do that. And people don't realize how hard it is to get cases. It's not how good you are. You don't get a chance to be good unless people hire you. And we've been killing it for years. I try cases all over the country, but you know, that's difficult to get your name out there. And even if they know you, I have friends of mine who are like, oh, I didn't know you practiced that area law. I'm like, what did you think I did? Yeah. And they go,
hey, Jeff,
we know you on the radio.
If a prostitute dies in your hotel, y'all, it was an accident. Yes. So accident injury. Okay. Okay, that's not bad at all.
Can I sue the prostitute?
Yeah, can I sue her for emotional distress? Because she's the one who said, tie me up. And I wasn't no Boy Scout. I don't know how knots work. Anywho's, let me get one more run at her, and then I'm going to have you come by. You know? All right. Hey, good talk. Too. Hey, real quick, man. I saw your commercial at the movie. That's why I'm calling.
Yeah.
Iron Man 6. That was good.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey. Who's doing the beeping, bro?
That's her heart starting back up.
It's a defibrillator.
Hey, Jeff, am I in a better position if she lives or doesn't live? Question. Okay. Give me a pillow. He says it's better. Give me a pillow.
Oh, Jeff. So where the commercials are gonna be aired? I know, like I said, I know you're in the movie theater. Are you going on TV now?
Yeah,
Tubi,
2
baby.
weeks. In 2 weeks.
Nice.
On demand and broadcast. But you know, it's tough. You know, it's definitely a process. The guys out there who are spending a ridiculous amount of money. And you know, I was on the radio for 8 years, and every other commercial is another attorney. Yeah. And you'd have one commercial, there'd be 3 commercials wrapped around you. And more attorneys, like there are some big firms that have entered the market who aren't here. I mean, but they have, you know, they're out of South Florida or they're out of Jacksonville. You know, the only guys who are really here, you know, the big guys are John and Dan.
It's the other big firm. When I'm driving to work, I hear mad lawyer commercials on 94.5. And it's crazy, man. But like I said, I had never, except for if I listen to Real Radio, I hear your commercials on Real Radio. But I was always curious to why you didn't do like commercials on TV type stuff.
I really liked more community work. I like being out there. Like I like taking people to movies. I like, you know, doing our pop-up events, you know, even when there are only 20 people, you know, to create super fans, to create people who go, wow, that's a decent guy. You know, I love that. Miguel, you've been to our movies. You see what that's like.
Blast,
I mean, how cool is that to be able to go, I filled up 5 theaters.
The best part about it is that it's like a mom and dad who, man, they're saving $100 tonight, taking everybody out to a movie, buying popcorn, everything. They're, you know, the new movie comes out, they get to be the hero, and that's what I really respect about what you do, Jeff. You let mom and dad be the hero on these things. You're like, oh, I've seen him talk to people, Ken, and he'll be like, yeah, he'll be like,
can I bring 15 people? Sure, go.
Yeah,
I'll buy another theater.
Yeah, he tells them, he's like, he said, well, they'll ask.
Like if you think about this, man, we've had this conversation. When I was a kid, the first movie I went to was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the early 90s at the Dollar Theater.
Yeah.
Because then that's all my
And they
family
just
could
closed
afford.
the dollar thing. They just closed.
Yeah,
the
they closed
cheap
one in Altamont. And this in Greensboro, North Carolina. The Dollar Theater. When the popcorn costs more than the movie, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's when the popcorn go. But for Jeff to be able to be like, hey, yeah, no, bring your family. Because the kids don't know. They don't.
They have no idea. They just know they don't get to go to
They
movies.
they just know they just know they get to go see Captain America.
And I've heard the way Jeff talks to the parents too and the kids. It's really dope. He'll be like, "Oh yeah, your dad's a great guy. Your mom's a great." You know what I'm saying? He's just making these people even better. You don't know them. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good.
It ain't tough to be difficult. We did a thing at Coliseum Comics about in Kissimmee about 3 weeks ago. It was the coolest event ever because I'm doing pop-up events. I don't tell people I'm coming. So all these people. The game's an expensive game to play. A pack of cards is like $9, much less a box is like $160. So you got 20 people, they don't have a lot of money. They're at this event to win one box of this stuff. They don't know I'm giving each one of them a box when they show up. And their mind is blown. They're going, did he just give me $150 of things? Now I can play this game. I can be strong. I can do all this stuff. And the geeks aren't out there. They don't know this. But when you play games like Dungeons & Dragons, Magic the Gathering, which is a card game, which is like Dungeons & Dragons with cards.
Yeah.
Everyone is so jazzed, and especially if you don't tell them. They're sitting there ready for this thing to start. It's a Friday night. They ain't got dates. They ain't seen a woman, and Kaufman shows up and gives out $2,500 worth of Dungeons & Dragons stuff.
I'm going to beat your pop-up.
Yeah.
I'm going to come out and let him squeeze a boob. Touch it. It's my boob.
You
my
would beat
boob,
me.
but it feels the same.
It doesn't matter what boob it is. It's a boob.
Oh my God.
Hey, I just want y'all to know, for all you people going to the movies, hey, Kaufman the movie free, but just know Kaufman got 100,000 free popcorns off of y'all.
Yeah.
Just know he got free popcorn and drinks.
When I put it on my card, I go, did I just put $7,500 on my Regal? I said, what do I get? They go, nachos. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Can I get some meat?" Whoa, player!
Whoa.
Slow down, the meat.
If you guys listen, you know that Jeff does the movies, and he also has been doing pop-up events. He got some coming up in the future. We want to talk about the past ones. Talk about the events that you have done so far with it, and the name of it again.
Yeah, it's called Just Plain Santa. And I came up with this idea because I really wanted to get deeper in the community, not just go, oh, here's my movies, which is cool. But when you surprise people, it's so much better. They love it more. They're excited more. And it's fun doing something like that, where somebody's just happy as hell that you're doing something cool. Like I was headlining at Bonkers about 4 weeks ago. Now, what we didn't tell everybody was I'm going to give everyone gets free pizza and 2 free drinks. So people are coming. That's an expensive night for a lot of people, even when the comedy's free. They're going to get a $50, $60 bill at the end of the night. They didn't get a single bill. Everyone got drinks and pizza on me that night. And it was just this great evening, and everyone's losing their mind because, listen, life's expensive. Don't believe that everyone's got it good now. The economy's great. People are broke. And, if you have it, give it back. And that's what these pop-up events are. And I feel I'm just enjoying the hell out of doing it while I can.
You need to do pop-up events at pool halls and be like, "Hey, I'm paying everybody the pool shark tab. Oh, thank God, Lamont was going to kill me." Oh,
why does he got to be named Lamont?
He's like a Freddy Two Fingers.
Yeah, why's it got to be Lamont? Red G Stanford. The G stands for Gradacious.
Jeff pop up in the hood. All right, man. Free Don Bash for everybody, man. Thank God, bro. Appreciate you, man. Jeff pop up at a buy here, pay here, car place. Yeah. Everybody get the 1998 Nissan Altima. Man, you all right with me, Jeff?
Jeff pop up at a pawn shop. You're like, oh, I get my kids' braces back. Thank God.
What's the soul food place in Pine Hills? What's that called?
Oh, Miss Kim?
Yes. If I showed up Miss Kim's, I go, I'm getting everyone's bill. Man,
everybody gets
that place would be mobbed. There'd be like 300 people in front of that place.
You need to come around the corner to freaking Mad Crab.
If you ever decide, Mad Crab's closed, right? If you ever do decide to do that, please let me know. I want to be there with you for that one.
I need you with me.
So she just won Best Soul Food Restaurant in Orlando. Off the Orlando, what's the Sentinel? She was voted best soul food and everything. And it's crazy is because shout out to Cooking with Kim's. This is a shameless plug to Miss Kim's. Miss Kim, the greatest soul food in Orlando, won the best soul food. I think
Worth
Orlando
the 59-minute wait.
I'll make it.
It's a wait. It's a wait, dog. It's
That's
a
what you
wait.
need to hand out outside
Hey,
Miss
Ken,
Kim, Jess.
Ken,
20 minutes. Just hand me out 20 minutes
if you
back.
set it up, I'll do it.
All right. Okay.
Done.
I'll swing by there and talk to her grandson. But it's such great soul food. But this was the controversy. Every soul food place should be open on Sundays.
Miss Kim's closed on Sunday.
She just started closing on Sundays. Now she's Tuesday through Saturday, bro.
It's God.
Every soul
It's
food
God.
place should be
I
open
know.
on Sundays. But I can't be mad at her because she goes to my church.
Yes.
I saw her at church on Sunday, so she like I gotta be able to go to church. So I ain't even mad.
So Miss Kim and Chick-fil-A. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Hey, you should go to Fair Villa. Everybody get a pocket pee.
I can't afford that. Are you kidding? Those are like
Everybody
$80.
get a pocket pee. Get mine on earthquake.
3 guys would go in there. I'd be broke.
Man,
I want a
was
gas
tired.
powered
Car
one.
battery.
Hey,
doing
hey
that.
guys, this how you know because we at home. I could drink. I almost spit my Hennessy out on this whole laptop, bro. Miguel on. All right, so Jeff, what are the other things you've done? I know you've done movies. You did the
We did
the
Bonkers,
cards.
we
What
did
else you
this,
done?
We do.
Bonkers.
What I'll even do is I love doing this one. I'll go with Jacob to Cinemark. And on Tuesday nights, I'll just like invite 50 people randomly that night. I'll send out an email. And because we have emails of everybody who's been to our events. And I'll say, hey, the first 50 people respond. We're going to the movies tonight. And you know, we'll rent like the 4 rows. And it's just amazing to be able to do it. Also, theaters are tough because they're suffering. People aren't going to the movies.
No, they're not.
And
No.
and I've kept that theater open up in Fashion Square Mall. That theater would have been closed.
Yeah, the
3 years
air
ago.
closed.
Hey,
That
hey,
much.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you why, man. It's because people just don't know how to act. Like,
Yeah, people are crappy.
Bro,
Some
when
people
I
are
go,
crappy.
man, me and my wife got the Regal Pass, which means Regal Pass $21 a month. You can go to any movie you want as much as you want for the month. But we get there and people are talking. When they start putting the movies in home, the first week it comes out, I will pay $30 to see a movie at home before I pay money to go to.
It's not the same. When you see an action movie, like I'm going to Nikki. What's that?
Yeah.
Nikki 17.
Yeah.
The one with Patterson on Tuesday night, tomorrow night. That you should see that one. That's gonna be
Bro,
great.
I got an 86-inch TV. Shout out to Chris Alexander for helping me put it up. I'm cool. I am cool with it. Jeff, where you going to see it at?
I'm seeing it at the Cinemark in by the Bass Pro Shop on International.
You taking people with you?
You want to come? I'll take you.
Because I got my kids on Tuesday.
Okay, you want to go? I'll buy tickets. You tell me how many tickets you
What,
need.
this tomorrow?
Let me make
It's at 6:30 tomorrow. It's 6:30.
All right. So I got to make sure my kids, because they a-holes, they'll stand me up. Dad, I'm going to do Dungeons and Dragons.
It's in the good theater too.
Let me get 2.
It's in the FX theater too. So
Yeah.
Let me get 2.
Hold on. Hey, baby. You want to go see Nikki 17 tomorrow night with Jeff Kaufman and the kids?
Who's Nikki 17?
I think it's
What's
Mickey,
the name
but-
of the movie?
It's Nikki 17. It's a new sci-fi.
All right,
It's
she
gonna do
said
well.
whatever I want to do. That's right, woman, because this is my house and I run this.
Nikki 17
she
sound like a
didn't hear
porn
that
actress.
part.
Yeah, no.
You want to see Nikki 17 and Nikki does Palatka?
Yo, like Big Booty 96. Like,
Yeah,
y'all hit
man.
96 for these?
Hey,
That's
let me-
dope,
let-
man.
That's a, wait.
I think, Jeff, your next pop-up, you just need to be handing out eggs like Nino Brown with turkeys.
Yo.
Dozen
wow.
eggs. You
Yeah.
good,
And
man. I'll
come
never
through-
testify.
I come through just like Pookie. Hey, man. And Jeff be like, hey, whenever
Yeah.
you ready to do comedy again, let me know. All right, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
I got some.
got a dozen eggs. Anybody want a dozen eggs? Got a
Now you
dozen
got
eggs?
you got to play this out. We have a commercial that runs before the movie. It's Jacob and I. And Jacob and I will be sitting there and people will be sitting to our left when our commercial comes on. And the woman go, "Oh my God, that's so sweet." And I'm looking right at her. She's like, Jacob is sitting right next to her, and she doesn't realize the kid on the movie screen is sitting right next to her. It's funny days, man.
Tell you, man.
But-
Hand out them eggs, man. Hand out
Hand
them
them eggs out.
Dudes
We
be
gotta
getting
take
out of
commercial. We gotta take a commercial break real quick, Miguel. And when I come back, I gotta throw it to Chris, man. Chris, I got some questions for you. You gotta
Okay,
answer
man.
these because this is your category, Teddy Vermont. This is
All
for you.
All
This
right.
is for you. You ain't talked for 2 shows.
Hey,
I need
hey.
you. I need you. But we gotta
All
go.
right, all
We'll
right.
be right back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. Your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Y'all know what I'm gonna say. social media, go follow us. Also, make sure you go to check out what's the name of your podcast, man?
Under Oath, you mean?
Yeah,
I'm
Henny
kidding.
kicked in.
The Under Oath podcast with Jeff Kaufman, and also Kaufman and Lynn is our sponsor for tonight, man. And we love you, Jeff, brother. Thanks for kicking it with us. Thanks for tuning in, man. We love you guys so much. Chris,
Yes, sir.
need your help.
All right, man.
This your thing, Chris. Are you ready?
I'm ready, man. Come on.
You gotta talk about it.
Come with it.
What happened with John Cena going heel?
Bum, 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 bum.
Man, hey, okay. So you want the story, or like what my take was?
Bruh, the story, your take, I need all of it. You never
Okay.
talk. It's time for you to talk, bro.
Okay, so in the pay-per-view or the PLE, whichever you want to call it, freaking The Rock gave Cody Rhodes the new People's Champion ultimatum, and Rhodes didn't take the ultimatum, so freaking Rock gave John Cena a sign, and then John Cena kicked him in the crotch, and then now he's heel. Next thing you know, you see Travis Scott. He's there. He smacked Cody upside the head with the ear, busts his eardrum. So now everybody's mad at Travis Scott. So that's
I'm
pretty
waiting for
much
the president to come back with NWO.
right.
Boy, president comes back. President Trump come out with NWO. Him, Dennis Rodman, Hard R, Hulk Hogan. They're out there, bro.
with his nasty ass beer. Yeah. Have you tried the beer yet? I know you drink a lot of.
So what's your take
beer.
on it, Chris?
On the beer? It's gross.
I haven't had Hulk Hogan's beer yet. What's your take on? What's your take on this? Here, may I bring this up too? I
Story,
woke up to grown
story
men
wise,
talking about this on the internet like it was a real thing. I was
Because
like, I know
he's-
Ukraine's still at war, right? Like, I was like,
because Cena played a face for 20 years, and at times when he was
explain
like
what a face means to the audience.
Yeah, I'm about to
who
say.
gets girls.
Okay.
To the audience who have sex with
face
women.
and heel.
Explain
Face
what
and
it
heel.
is.
face is a good guy, heel is the bad guy. So John Cena was like the good guy for like 20 some odd years, right? Just straight good guy. How can I explain it? So at times in the story when usually the good guy becomes the bad guy, he did not turn for whatever reason. So because he's like what's like the number one Make-A-Wish Kid Foundation person.
I bet you
they
all them
requ-
kids just died, and he was like, I don't need to
Bro,
do this no more.
bro, they crying and everything.
Yeah, imagine that too. Bro, supposed to be John Cena.
Hey, Miguel, the reason I asked him is because today I saw a video of a kid throwing all his John Cena toys in the trash.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, the kid's in the hospital. He just unplugged himself. I'm done. What happened? Why'd you do this, Cena? He's like, hey, man.
It is
hey,
what
I
it
can't.
is.
Now he comes visit them in the hospital, and he just yells at them for being sick.
But
You
the
know?
thing is, all wrestling fans, they love it now. Because now it's like, oh, like we're gonna get like old school John Cena when he was the rapper, or we're gonna get like a Hollywood type of Cena. So everybody's like, oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? So it's good story wise. I was talking to my other wrestling friend, and I was telling the way
And
it's
there's
doing
like
this-
one friend. I got my other wrestling friend.
because everybody's like, nah, wrestling's
That's because you're 40 years old, damn it.
I don't care. Matter of fact,
got
I
the
still
toys in
watch
the ring.
porn. I still watch porn.
I
That's
see
fake
it with the
too.
toys in the fake ring. Going, watch
Okay.
this. Watch this.
Okay, since I'm talking now, I want to say the reason why I haven't been talking because Raw is right next to me. So
Just watch it.
I'm just currently watching Raw, like to the side.
Oh, man, I should kick your ass out of the studio right now.
They were asking me,
I'm
they're like,
sorry.
do you watch Raw, Miguel? I
But
was
I-
like, yeah, man.
I'll just
I
go to your
just
house,
did-
Ken. Who
I'm
you kidding?
still here. Yeah, with your 84-inch TV.
Bro, I used to be a fan. Like I maybe 2006 or 7, I think I stopped watching wrestling. But I used to get every pay-per-view because
Yeah.
when I was in the army, bro, we would be in the field and we had a SATCOM. We had SATCOM in the field, and
Mhm.
the satellite dudes knew how to get it for free. So we was still
Why do you
wrestling.
say stuff like that to me?
What?
I slept in a puddle. And you go, well,
Hey, man.
when we were in the field, we had the satellite television. What kind of army were you in?
Like my
The
friend
good one.
Miguel said, you could have picked the job you wanted to pick.
I was 17 years old. They said you
That's
get
what your
infantry
ass get.
or you were a medic in the airborne.
You were putting ice sticks up people's butt. Ken was watching Raw.
I'm in the field. It's a tough day today. We couldn't get the satellite feed as quick as
You
I
were
like
saying turn your head and cough.
But so Chris, keep explaining to us about the whole heel. What's going on with it?
So the storyline is this is supposed to be John Cena's last year. So he's trying to I'm gonna try to get my best out of it. I want to get like the 18th his 18th title run, which is one more than Ric Flair. So he's trying to like beat that record or so forth. So that's pretty much that. But since he hasn't won a match in like years, he's playing this. It looks like he's playing this desperate role. So where now is like I've been losing, and I can't freaking have my last year as a loser. So I think he's siding with bad guy heel Rock in order to like make sure he get his last
the
title.
Rock a heel now? Wait,
yeah.
I thought the Rock was retired. What is going on?
No, dude, you have to pick it up. Like story wise, you have to pick it up. So the Rock in real life he's like the owner of he's one of the owners of TKO, which is the company that owns WWE and UFC. So now since he's on that, he's playing this I'm the final boss role. And now he I want people to side with me so they can do my dues, my
bidding.
Thank you. I can't even get the word out. Good God.
Yeah.
So
Chris got a GED, y'all. I don't know how he got in the Navy.
I got some college credits.
Good enough
3
degree. That's what it's called.
Yeah, good enough degree. Damn. So the Rock and Cena are sided together as bad guys, and they're picking on Cody Rhodes.
When Kevin Hart coming in?
Yeah,
just off the top rope,
right? Nah, he's busy with his own company, so who knows?
Yeah. All right, Chris, that was
That's
boring. I don't even want to talk about it no
more. You asked.
I thought it was exciting. He ain't won nothing, so he turned bad to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, guess what, man? Them little kids now. Thanks, John Cena.
Thanks,
you got 100 little bald kids just crying in the hospital.
Hey,
they're like, how I'm gonna beat mesothelioma if John Cena isn't there to hug me? I'll tell you the real spin they need to put on wrestling. Since they also own the UFC, I want to see John Jones in a tag team match, and just be like, hey.
And they buying boxing too, so they're gonna have all 3. But John Cena said those kids. So.
Yeah, I need you to have that forever, man. Hey, we got like 8 minutes left. I gotta go. I gotta get to what I really want to talk about. My name. So my name is, when you see this on YouTube, is Narc. So I gotta do living in the woods behind my house. He been screaming, he been singing, everything on it for 2 months.
That ain't narking. That's get crazy out of my house.
So I was cool with it, but today I was.
How are you cool with it?
Because he homeless. I didn't want to bother him. Let me explain, bro.
You got a human wolf outside your house.
I didn't want to bother him, but tonight he's getting my nerve.
What president is this, man? You
open border president. HOA president.
You open border.
So I opened the borders, but tonight I called the police. I shut the borders down. This cool ass cop show up. He played college football in North Carolina. We talking. I says, hey man, he getting on my nerves. So I bring the dude to my backyard. They hear the dude yelling. So him and another cop go back there, and they shut the dude up. I ain't heard that dude yell for the past 4 hours. Now my wife is scared that he about to come over here and do something. And I'm in my now I'm Project Ken. I'm like, please do. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm being like, please do, because I ain't been in the fight in forever, and I'm waiting to stab somebody to death because I can't go to jail.
You're too old to fight. Man. You are too old to fight. You know
that. Dude who living in the woods ain't the first fight you want to get back into.
No,
my man fights turkeys.
You were in the satellite army. Don't
You want a dude that you at the Costco and him get into an argument.
Hey,
you don't want a dude who's like,
you gonna club a lang me, bro?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this,
paper champs, bro.
Best case scenario for him is he ends up in the hospital or jail. Okay, that's what he's hoping tonight. So you don't want a dude who the best case scenario is I get a bed and some food. Like you want a dude who wants to go home to his house.
A man that lives in the woods, a 30% chance he's a cannibal. He will.
Yeah, Ken.
Yeah,
You don't
he
want
got
once
a
he gets
whole
close
like
to
he
you.
got a whole like a whole community, bro.
If he does that Hulk clap, all the dust goes everywhere. You can't see
And
him.
then I'm homeless.
Yeah, all he's got, Ken,
done
all
lost
he's
my
got to do to
job.
beat you.
Miguel,
all
he
he's
does
gotta
the
do to-
LeBron. He does the LeBron.
All he's got to do to beat you is get his finger in your mouth.
Oh, I get bum
Oh,
Like,
bum.
shut down. All he's
oh.
got to do to beat you is spit in your face. You're like clawing your face off.
Oh,
He gets you like the dinosaur in Jurassic Park.
hey, this
Dude.
was crazy though. So when I called the cops, they were talking to the dude, and my neighbor was like, shout out to my dog Jose, him and his wife. She pulled up. She was like, "Did you call the cops?" I was like, "Yeah." She said, "Cause we were going to." They was waiting for me to do it. So now I'm the bad guy in the neighborhood.
See,
I couldn't
this is
take
why
no
horror
more. I
movies
couldn't
are
take
all
no
real.
Dude thinks
I couldn't take no more, bro. I had to. I just couldn't take no more, bro.
that
I
homeless
couldn't.
dude thinks you're so cool though. He's probably gonna run into your house, knocking on the door, like, "Hey, can I stay here?" One of these a-holes in the neighborhood called the police on me, and then you
I was
gotta
like,
pretend it's cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
come
man,
on
you-
in.
you
It's
sit on the
probably was
couch,
the
you wait.
neighbor.
Mhm. He's wearing preppy socialite clothes, sitting there.
Yeah. Hey, he got a 49er Super Bowl jersey on, but they
Yeah.
lost.
See, you know what's going to be bad tomorrow. He's going to be wearing Ken's army jacket around.
Yo,
Yeah.
how did you get that, bro? How did you get the UCF undefeated shirt from?
Ken, you are challenging a man who lives in the woods, and you failed land nav 3 times.
I fell in there 3 times, B.
This is not the man you want to deal with.
Oh no, come on, man.
You got
I'm like,
chased by turkeys. He lives amongst them.
oh, B, I'm like Creed. I can do this, man. All I need
Nah.
is I need quarterman Duke. All I need is quarterman Duke, and I'm good, bro.
See, Ken, what you're thinking about is like 2 years ago when I jumped out of an airplane, and right before I jump, I go, "This is a dumb idea."
Yeah, it's a good idea.
That's what's going to happen. The first thing I'm ready to throw
Right.
down, you go, "Ooh, my back."
So I should just go kill him first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pay somebody.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What
I
Kelvin said.
can't. This is my thing. I can't fight nobody that doesn't go home to a better home than me.
Yeah.
Because then I know that they're tougher. I need somebody in my situation. I need to be like, I fight you right now, but me and the lady, we trying to finish the last 2 episodes of The Gentleman on Netflix. But I whoop your ass, and I'll be like, well, let me tell you something, player. It's very worth the investment. It's a good show. Guy Ritchie's a hell of a director. I will see you around. You know?
Hey, but girl, like I whoop your ass now, but I gotta get this deposit out. 'Cause
Yeah.
It ain't.
And then, hey, dude's wrapping his hands like, hey, player, take care of what you got to take care of. It's middle of the month. I understand.
Yeah,
You
get
know?
that money, man. Hey, man. So, but he's been quiet the whole night. So hopefully
he's
we got
dead.
We got.
Man,
Good.
you know what's going to happen? You're going to hear this sound. You gonna look out, you see these big eyes looking at you in the window. That's
Hey,
why I live
man,
in a
hey.
condominium.
Just
If you look at me
jacket,
through my window, you
staring
Spider-Man.
at you in the woods, jagging with no lotion, with a dust hand,
Nope.
looking like Pigpen.
Hey, with that being said, we gotta get up out of here. Chris, where you at this weekend, brother?
This weekend I got nothing, so I'll be home chilling other than Thursday. So I'll let you explain Thursday.
Cool,
Since it's your show.
Miguel, what you got going on this weekend, my brother?
I don't got anything this weekend, but March 28th, I will be at the Abbey doing a show at the Abbey in downtown Orlando. So come check me out. I'll have it on my social media. That's March 28th.
All right, Jeff Coffin, what you got going on?
We got the new Under Oath podcast that opens up on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. And I believe I will be with Ken Miller tomorrow night at the Cinemark by the Bass Pro Shops.
Yeah, but I'm about to break your heart on that one because my kids said they don't want to see that damn movie. So
Damn.
you gonna take us off
So
the
I got to
list.
see Mufasa
Damn.
again?
Yeah, you gotta take it out the list, man. Hey, man, tonight we are in Tavares, Florida, right now. So you listen to the show. Me and Chris are on the road, but this weekend, the 14th and 15th, I will be at the Tampa Funny Bone. It's a 2-man show. So if you're in the Tampa area, come check it out. But I'm about to tell y'all something, and Miguel, this is for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
March 28th, me and Miguel will be at the Abbey,
You doing the Abbey?
and it's my birthday.
I didn't even know. Yo,
It's
you
my
at the Abbey
birthday.
show too? That's
Yeah,
what's
I
up.
told my wife, I said, I'm doing comedy. Before I met my wife, I did comedy on my birthday every year. And I said, I want to get back to doing comedy on my birthday because that's what I love to do is stand up on my birthday. So I got the gig, and I didn't know you was on the show. So
Yeah.
me and Miguel, March 28th at the Abbey, it is my birthday. My 48th birthday. Bring y'all asses out. We're going to have a good
Yes.
time. And when we get done, we're going to go to Corona. We're going to hit up the locker with all the free liquor and
Yep.
free cigars in it, man. But thank y'all for tuning in. All new shows this week, man. We will see y'all next week. That is Jeff Batman Coffin from the Law Office of Coffin and Lynn, Mr. Miguel Colon Jr., and Chris Alexander. Christopher, tell them what to do.
Take your to bed.
Y'all have a good weekend, family. Good night. Peace.